Hey everyone, welcome back to Bleach Brave Souls, and today I just wanted to talk a little bit about the upcoming character, the Quincy leader himself, you'll watch. And I wanted to talk about why it's a big deal and what it could mean for Bleach in the bigger picture. Now, what I'm going to say in this video is just my speculation, my educated guessing on, the events that are happening right now. So take it with a grain of salt. All right, so with that out of the way, for over a year now, people have been speculating ever since the manga characters were announced for Bleach Brave Souls, whether or not the group of 14 would include Quincy's. And now we have the final answer because the last batch of characters has been announced. Well, kind of, not all of them, but You Watch has been announced. And that's kind of a big deal because he's never been put into any form of media before outside of the manga itself. And does that mean more Quincy's will be coming to Bleach Brave Souls? We still can't conclusively say that, guys, because You Watch himself, I don't know who they got to voice him, or if it was cast by Shueisha or Studio Pierrot, the makers of the Bleach anime, but they could conceivably just use the voice actor for Tensa Zangetsu. He was already previously cast in the earlier episodes of the anime itself. All right, so most of you already know that, and that is the possible outcome here. It also is a possibility, excuse me, that this could signify bigger things for Bleach. As you know, Bleach has been getting a lot of promotion in Japan. Mostly that's based on the upcoming live-action movie, or it's already out by now. Excuse me. So the live-action movie has probably generated most of that publicity. But if you look at what has happened in Japan, they have panels from the manga, other kinds of Bleach posters and stuff like that, billboards all over Japan, and in high-profile locations as well. Shibuya Station, which is a major hub in Tokyo. James Hansen tweeted something about them putting up posters somewhere else, but if you wanted to compare Shibuya Station in Tokyo to something in the United States, it would be like Bleach getting posters in Times Square. Maybe not that maybe I wouldn't go that far as Times Square, but pretty damn close. So obviously there's a lot of Bleach marketing going on. And that coincides with Kubo's one-shot, Burn the Witch. It coincides with the release of the giant art book, 500 pages of Kubo's Bleach art. And all this hype has to be leading up to something. Even the Bleach movie, if you didn't know, guys, actually, I probably shouldn't talk about that because I don't want to get into spoilers. Could it hint at the possibility of an anime returning? I would have to say yes, guys. If you combine everything that's swirling around Bleach right now, live action movie, promotion in Japan, promotion in high profile places, Bleach was featured in the Shonen Jump 50th anniversary display or exhibition. So it had a pretty big set of artwork or whatever the displays are they show at that Jump Expo. So there's a lot of Bleach stuff going on. And I have to think that, the fact that they're releasing You Watch in Bleach Brave Souls could only signify the addition of more Quincy's. I mean, if you look at the mechanics of the game, they now have a killer attribute called no affiliation. And the new Ulquiorra, the third anniversary Ulquiorra, has this killer soul trait. So I'm inclined to think that there will be more no affiliation characters coming. And, no affiliation could easily apply to further Quincy's because, people think that the Quincy's are human, but I'm not quite so sure about that. The Stern Ritters. If you remember the manga, like You Watch, when he introduced Uryu, he introduced him as the last human Quincy living in the real world. And that kind of says that maybe the Quincy's, the Stern Ritters themselves, aren't quite human anymore or something like that. They've been locked up in the Schattenreich, or did I say that right? The Shadow Realm. Kubo didn't really explain what that was, but they were clearly not living in the human world anymore. So it's possible that You Watch and the Quincy's could have no affiliation classifications in the game. I don't think they would add that no affiliation killer just for that one character, Ulquiorra, because there's not that many no affiliation characters in the game. There's like Jinta, Ururu, some random other characters that I can't even remember right now. So I'm thinking that there may be another batch. Maybe there will be more Quincy's in the future. So that's my stance on it. And if there are, guys, and we could probably even take it a step further and assume that the anime is probably confirmed. And I use a lot of words like probably and maybe, but all hints are leading towards that point. Now, if Shueisha or Studio Period decided to go forward with the anime, or animate the final arc of Bleach, then it stands to reason that KLab would not need to get specific permission to use those characters. And maybe that's a reason why they didn't announce another batch of manga characters, because the rights that KLab has, they pertain to the anime itself. So anything that's in the anime, I'm fairly certain that KLab can create characters based on. And if they already have the Quincy's locked up for more Bleach anime, KLab doesn't need to get any more further rights. They already have the rights, or maybe they will, but it should be a fairly easy process, because it would basically be just an extension of the rights they already have. So I mean, I don't know for a fact, guys. Like, don't take my words as ironclad, set in stone. This is just my speculation, like I already mentioned at the beginning of this video. So, though, are we going to get more Quincy's? Optimistically, I'd like to say yes, but if you had to ask me what the odds are, I would say it's about 50-50. The no affiliation thing, no affiliation killer is coming out. You watch himself in the game. Even other games are using manga characters. Aizen in the Jump Force game. The massive promotion for Bleach that's going around in Japan. The live action movie. Kuba's one shot. I've talked about all these things before, but will it lead to the ultimate goal for every Bleach fan, an anime? I'm inclined to say yes, guys. So let me know what you think. Do you think that we will finally get the anime returned? And could this release of You Watch in Bleach Brave Souls be a hint at that, or be a very huge clue to that happening? So thanks for watching, guys. I know the video was a little bit rambly, but I'm kind of freestyling it now. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts on what's going on right now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.